Hey guys, I just wanted to do a video real quick about something that took me quite a while to figure out, but I kind of been realizing it lately through a series of events lately. And it's really about where a lot of your answers will come from and what is one of your greatest guides, if not your greatest guide. I'll feel safe in saying one of your greatest guides. Um, since my awakening, roughly about four to 5 years ago, um, there was a lot that I looked for outside of me. I mean, as I did my whole life. Obviously, I went on a healing journey, and I did go within, and I looked at a lot of shadow work. To some degree, in a lot of ways, I got stuck in the shadow, but it all served its purpose. But one of the things I've really been realizing lately is I keep forgetting about my heart and how my heart is literally my greatest guide, or one of my greatest guides. Um, my heart is ancient. My heart is old. My heart is connected to my soul. My heart has so much wisdom that I've either ignored or I've kept locked up or abused. And just didn't realize that it was within me, that the answers at the end of the day are within me. The guidance is within me. Like, I know what I need to know, and that it's all in there, and to respect that. My light is in me. My light is all the guidance I need. My guide, or my light, is the healing that I need. My energy is what I needed. My energy is what I've been looking for. My energy is what is healing and is knowing and is honestly powerful. I ignored it so much to the point that, my body wasn't even properly working the way it was supposed to. I didn't even have the energy to function and do the things I needed to do to eat and digest my foods, because I was cutting so much of my own energy off and just ignoring it, and especially mostly my heart. It was literally putting me more in a death or a survival energy than a thriving energy. I've started working a lot more on connecting with my heart and communicating with my heart. And I don't mean just in that, oh, connect with your heart kind of, superficial or spiritual kind of way. Not that it's wrong that they're saying that. It's just, I didn't really understand it on that level. I never saw the true value of connecting with my heart. I just saw it more as like, oh, emotions or feeling good or energy. I never really saw my heart as being my guide, or as holding the answers that I really needed, or of healing, or even my energy. At the end of the day, why most people tend to come to me is because of my energy. Yes, I'm good at what I do. That doesn't always mean everything I do I should do just because I'm good at it, and I've been learning that lately. I've really been working more on hearing my call and my purpose and what that is, and what truly makes my heart happy, and what truly makes my heart sing. What is my purpose, my true purpose? But at the end of the day, when I really see, and when I work with people, like, yes, they're looking for answers. They also are looking for like validation on what they already know. But at the end of the day, what most people really like is they really like my energy. and they really like my wisdom when I really get channeling. And when it usually happens like that, what people really like is when I really channel my heart and when I channel through that wisdom of my heart. Um and I don't know, it just hit me the other day where I was like, I don't know why I didn't see this before in this way, where I realized that everything I needed was already within me. And I know that like everybody says that and it's so cliche. Um, but it just kind of hit me on a soul level the other day where I was just like, oh my God, like it really is all in me. What I've been looking for is in me. It is me. It's my energy. And most people that come to me and are drawn to me or my channel, it's because of that. It's because of my energy and it's because of the wisdom that I speak through my heart. Um, really at the end of the day, all this other stuff around me, although I love it and it's cool and it's whatever, um, and it's fun, but it's so earthly. And not that I'm against earthly things, like I love earthly things and the energy of it, but I don't know, I think I just in a lot of ways healed a lot of my attachment to needing so much stuff around me. Although it's beautiful and I like looking at it, and there are things that will come in and assist me. Like I know that I'll have allies. I hope I'm making sense. I feel all over the place, but my main thing is just to let you know, and I hope you really understand what I'm saying, is that at the end of the day, your energy is your salvation. It is what you need. I mean, yes, you're going to have your other main set of, your team and your guides and, if you believe in God or Jesus Christ or whatever, like, yes, but they're in you. And not only that, but there is a wisdom and there is an energy within you that they come to show you and align you to, and a freedom in that. Um, Not so much the religion aspect, but the truly aligned part of it that really connects you to who you are and your heart and a part of you that you've either haven't seen in a long time or you've never even known. Um, that part of you that you withdraw or you hide away or you're like scared to show people, or you're scared to like say, or you don't think it's good enough, or that's not what people need to hear, or you don't have the answers, or whatever it is, um, that's not the case. And anything else you're looking to is not truly going to help you. It might in little stages, or it'll get you to a certain point, and then after that, it'll top off. Um, what I think you're really trying to get to, and what most people are going to get to, is realizing that it's all in you. And I don't know how to just like, boom, get you there to realizing that at this moment, or how to even get you to see that or work with that. And honestly, I'm still learning how at that in this moment. I'm just creating the commitment that I'm going to start showing up hopefully every day and um connecting with my heart and channeling with my heart and channeling with that wisdom and that old knowledge that's already in me, and not running from it. I feel like that's what I was kind of doing. I feel like I was kind of running from myself and my own energy, but trying to embrace or look for answers or guidance from other energies that weren't me. Um, which that might get me so far, but at the end of the day, all that's really going to do is serve as a distraction. And that's really even hard to say, honestly, because it's that weird parallel of it is, but it isn't. It was the wrong choice, but it was the right choice. You know, it's that weird, it's an illusion, but it's not, you know, that weird paradoxical parallel or whatever the word is. Like, so again, I hope you get what I'm saying, and probably the people who are supposed to see this, you know, probably will understand what I'm saying, but it's just enough of the outside. It's time to really go within, and not in a way of diving into your shadows. I mean, you could do that too, but don't get stuck there. Like, I spent too much time being stuck there. And really just through embracing what is your gift. You know, mine is through talking and teaching and guiding. But there's also things also that make me come alive, you know, like animals, dancing. I like singing. There's certain things that I really like, and working with and developing that relationship with my heart and learning about it and learning how to allow it to express itself out in whatever that way is of yours. And it doesn't even have to be just in helping people. Like, just be you and build a relationship with your heart and let it speak and let it shine, let it inform you. Like, it's time to stop letting your head run your heart. Your heart is way more ancient, it's way more knowledgeable. It is what's connected to your soul. It knows better. Even if you haven't come to learn to trust it over the years, or because you haven't really, you know, allowed it to speak or work for you in the right way, or you didn't understand it, your heart does know better than your mind. I mean, it's great for them to work together, but it doesn't work well for your brain to run your mind. It works better for your heart to inform the rest of you. And then the rest of you works in putting that together and taking in action in what your heart informs you of. So allow your heart to speak to you again. Allow yourself to listen to your heart again. Allow yourself to trust your heart again. And give it a chance to speak and show itself in whatever way it shows up to you. Because it is one of your greatest guides. It is one of your greatest healing energies. It is that part of you that is knowing, that is healing, that is flowing, that is rejuvenating, that is life. It's the part of you that connects you to you and connects you to your purpose. So many people are looking for their purpose and they don't know what their purpose is. But yet they don't even give their hearts a chance to speak to them. They don't even give themselves a chance to listen or to trust it. That wasn't your heart that hurt you before. And if it did, you didn't understand it, but it's usually not your heart. It was usually your brain running things and you being in your wounds, and it didn't protect your heart. So your heart got hurt, and then you looked at it like, oh, my heart got me into this. No, your patterns got you into that. Your wounds got you into that. Your being asleep got you into that, which was needed. It got you where you are now. So love it and embrace those moments. But that wasn't your heart. There's a really, really good chance that you weren't actually listening to your heart. So you've never listened to your heart. It's just been a slow death over time. Let it speak. Listen to it. Build a relationship with it. Let your energy expand and let it shine. Just and go in whatever way that looks for you. It's going to be different for everybody because everybody is different and everybody is unique and everybody has their own talents and quirks and missions and purposes. So nobody can even tell you what that is. It's up to you. But you're not really going to know until you start listening to your heart. Speak to it like it's a guide. Speak to it like you're in a relationship. You're learning about it. You're taking the chance. If it tells you it wants to do something, like, listen to that. Do or experiment with what it's saying to do, but you've got to learn to trust it. And by trusting it is by putting yourself out there and breaking through some of your blocks of doing what it's asking you to do. It's one of your biggest life force energies. And it's one of the things that will feed you and rejuvenate you and just bring you back to you. It is where you receive your soul communication from. It's old. Some souls are older than others, but it's, in my opinion, where a lot of your Akashic record information lies. It's where a lot of the knowing. It's where a lot of that elder wisdom, meets that inner child spunk. You know what I mean? Like, it just hasn't been given enough credit, in my opinion. And I don't mean just in a heart chakra way or in a, oh, just speak from your heart kind of way. Like, I mean, in a deeper way that I've never really heard anybody say before, and I'm not really sure if I'm doing it enough justice right now. Doing the best I can in the moment. But to me, it's often overlooked as a guide and as a source of, like, the idea of, like, would it be like North Star or Source Star? I don't know what it is, but your compass. I just don't think enough people look there, and not in a way of, oh, my heart needs to be open and I need to go do, like, or with people, like most people put it to, like, emotions and with people. And I mean that, yeah, but that's like the least of it. I mean, unless that's part of your purpose or something. Like, it's more about, it has more to say than that. It has a lot more to say than that. Especially if you're trying to learn about you and you're on a self-discovery path. And you're trying to connect to you. You get what I'm saying? I feel like I'm rounding at this point. I think I've said enough on this topic. Is there anything else to say? Trying to listen to my heart right now and see if there's anything else to say. Part of protecting your heart isn't just shutting it down and keeping people or things like that away from it. Part of protecting your heart, it's weird, it's almost like a dynamic of, part of protecting your heart means you're the gatekeeper for your heart, in a way, almost to protect it. But in a way of protecting it is by listening to it and allow it to speak to you and to express what it is trying to come out and do and get to know, and share with you as well. So yes, you do need to protect it and not keep doing things that are going to hurt your heart, but that's like the smallest way you could protect your heart. Most people's heart chakras aren't closed because of hurts from other people. They're closed because you have been ignoring your heart and what it's been trying to speak to you and say, to come up through the throat chakra. So it has been trying to speak to you, and you have been ignoring it. And that is why most of them are closed, is because mostly you're not protecting it, because you are shutting it down and not allowing it to express and come to life. Then as you are then a gatekeeper for your heart, not only into protect it from things around you, but even more so to give it life by allowing it to express up through the throat chakra. So in that way you are its gatekeeper, but at the same time it is also acts as a gatekeeper because it allows you access to more parts of you and other realm and information. So as you open that gate up of connecting with it to you, and you allow it to open to you and inform you, it then opens the other gate almost on the other side, if you will. I hope you're following me. Of the other information that, in essence, most people are looking for along their journey. It's one of the last places people will look. It's one of the last places people will trust. And it's one of the last places that people think will actually bring them home and make them feel good and complete. Or they try to get it through an outside source, because their heart has hurt them for so long that it doesn't become trusted anymore. And vice versa. In some ways it doesn't learn to trust you, but not so much. It's more us that learns to not trust our heart. And that's not really fair. It wasn't our heart's fault. That was our fault, that we never actually listened to our heart. We never stayed following through with our heart. We never stayed connected to our hearts. And because of that, we shut off that energy. And then we also shut off all the other energy that connects us to everything else that would bring us to our full potential, our self-actualization, our free-flowingness, our Akashic record type idea, our learning about so much bigger, so much more out there. It's literally one of the greatest gateways that I don't think that most people know or talk about. And if they do, it's in a different way. It's in a chakra way, or in a love way, or energy flowing way. And that's good. You should do that for like health and all that. But to me, this is something on a whole different level that I don't feel like people really talk about, or at least not anyone I've come across, with your heart, beyond even just a heart chakra. I mean, I guess it is kind of like a vortex or a portal, but it's a gateway. It's for sure a gateway. I probably sound crazy right now saying this, but it's what I've really learned over the last couple of days. And I realized that there's so much more there than I realized or I thought. So I'm just now in the beginning of my journey of starting to work with that, and work with my heart and listen to it and let it express it. So much so that I am going to be changing my channel and what I do on my channel and what I'm doing. And I've come even more in line with my actual purpose of what I'm supposed to be doing while I'm here. So I will be changing some of that around of what I'm doing and how that looks. But in a way, I will also be helping more people, and honestly, more of the people that I'm supposed to be helping. So this is a journey that I'm trusting and walking on. Maybe as I do this, it will help and inspire others. I can't tell you exactly how to do this because I don't know exactly how to do this yet. I'm just doing it and I'm just trusting it. And I've been getting a vibe a lot about that, of just talking more anyways and just channeling and not using so much of like cards. It's my heart doesn't, excuse me, want that. And the cards are very limiting. So anything else? I think that's all for now. So I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. I hope you guys are holding good through these times. I love you guys. I really hope this makes sense. I will be doing other videos. Not all of them are going to be like this, but just whatever comes up is what I'm meant to say. And in this moment, you know, that part of me wanted to speak that and really just give you a clue on another guide that can really help you out. There are other guides I feel that will be essential, and I am in the process of putting together meditations that will help you connect with those guides that have also really helped me with what I've been figuring out the last couple weeks. So I do want to help you guys get those guides. There are guides that are good for certain things, and learning about certain ones of your guides, and then bringing in certain guides that you will need to help keep you in a good place to clear your energy out and work and do things. You'll understand. I'll do the videos on that time when it's appropriate. But this is something that I just wanted to say, and some of you aren't going to understand what I'm saying. Some of you are going to understand what I'm saying. Some of you aren't going to understand what I'm saying, but you will eventually understand what I'm saying. And I need to not worry about that because that's not something I can worry about. I'm just going to trust in the bigger picture of that and trust in my energy that whoever is supposed to will. And whether it be that they already do understand, or whether it be that my energy just, you know, clicks something inside of you and awakens something and you understand. But just know that your heart is a lot more than what you and other people talk about and say. It is not just a chakra. It is not just an organ. It is not just something that you feel with or love with or get hurt by. It is ancient, and it is ancient knowledge, and it is connected to ancient knowledge. It is your guide. It is your source. It is your star. It's your guiding star. It's what connects you to your past and connects you to your future and lights the way for where you are right now. So please don't be afraid of it anymore. Please don't shut it down anymore. Please don't minimize its impact in your life, even as important as it is, but as just a chakra or an organ. It is so many more gateways than that. And in a lot of ways, you are the gatekeeper to your heart. And in a lot of ways, your heart is the gatekeeper to where you're trying to go. I hope you understand what I'm saying. If you don't, you're not meant to, or if you don't, you will soon. Just treat it with respect and get to know it and start to work with it and trust it and listen to it. Let it dissolve the fears that come up as it tells you things. But it is the answer that you've been looking for. It is the healing that you've been looking for. And it is the feeling of wholeness that you've been looking for. And the very place that you thought probably was wounded or had a hole in it. And that was only because you've been shutting it down. This has nothing to do with anybody else, and this has nothing to do with what anybody else has done to you. This has to do with what you've been doing to it. Not in a way of judgment, not in a way of, it's not angry, it's not anything. It might, some people's might, I don't know. But it's just in a way I wanted to get you thinking of a different way of thinking about your heart. And know that most of that pain that's in it, and most of that lack of energy and flow and uncomfortability, really at the end of the day, and I know so many people don't say this, and I could be wrong, but I don't think I am, it's not what anybody else has done to you. It's not even the wrong decisions that you've made in life or the regrets that you have, although yes, they hold their place. It's the fact that you haven't been listening to it, and you haven't been connecting to it, and you haven't allowed it to have a voice and allowed it to express into this world. That is the pain. That ignoring and that distrust is the pain. And because you've been ignoring it, and because you've been distrusting it, and because you haven't been valuing it, is why you've been finding people or situations that you can't trust, and that don't value you, and that ignore you. Is because it's the very thing you've been doing it to it. Not only are you misguided, but it's mirroring what's going on. It won't steer you wrong. If your mind is what's guiding you only, it will steer you wrong. If your heart is informing you and your body and your mind, and the rest of you goes on that drive, it's literally your compass, it won't steer you wrong. Even if fears come up, even if confusions come up, it won't. But you have to allow it to be what's driving your ship. Not up here, not something else outside of you. Your heart. Let your heart speak again. Let your heart breathe again. Let your heart free again. And give it the trust and the respect that it deserves, and start to listen and form a relationship with it. Even if it's uncomfortable at first, even if it's confusing at first. Like any relationship, right? It takes time to get to know it. It takes time to get comfortable. It gets time to know each other's boundaries and likes and dislikes and all that. Same thing. Even if it's part of you, it doesn't matter. You haven't treated it as part of you, or not any part of you that's worth anything. So I hope you get what I'm saying. I love you guys. I'll be seeing and talking to you soon. Keep your head up. Intense energies lately. But, anyways, I love you guys. I'll be seeing and talking to you soon. Bye.